I'm Said Hudayguliyev, leader of Hangry Hunters, our four-member group, and our observation is based on Burger King. When I went with my own friends to evaporate, the choice of a food outlet to have lunch was just chosen by our usual habit. So we can say it's a customer loyalty feature that Burger King has in us, that we tend to choose that outlet among all other places. Why? The reason is probably because food quality, and I can see that many different people, no matter of age, actually like to eat there. But we went there to eat. However, later on, I asked my friends about their issues that we could look into it for our project. So main disadvantages that I found, me and one of my friends quickly remembered, is the dirty tables. When we sat on the table, there was some water puddle, and from previous customers, there was a check left. Then another issue two of my friends noticed is that the waiting time for the order is very long, especially considering not that many customers were there at that day. And another issue that one of my friends pointed out is when he ordered apple pie, he of course expects it to be sweet, right? But there it had some spicy taste also, which is a bit misleading from sweet. And one of my own concerns and observations is that they have excess packaging. For example, we were dining in, we were eating at the same location, so we didn't actually need any extra packaging. However, they still put everything in paper bags. And they gave extra, what is it called, the packets of sauce chili, which we didn't even use. So you even feel bad because you can't return it back. You just put it there, or do you have to throw it? So a lot of sauce, packaging, plastic, paper, all of that is going to waste. That were my main concerns at that location. Later, after several weeks, when we visited with the whole class Station 18 for overall the finalizing observations, we didn't have Burger King in Station 18, so we tried to see other outlets, food outlets that are a bit similar, to use them as a comparison or benchmark for Burger King for our case. And I went straight to Texas Chicken and found out that actually many of these food outlets have similar location. They are all located in ground floor, which is the advantage in terms of customer behavior when they arrive to the location, and if they are hungry, they straight away go there. Of course, there are some uh, beverage selling shops or like sweet selling shops that are located in the corridors on the second or third floor, or first floor, I mean. But overall, like main food selling outlets are all located on ground floor. Uh, that's the similarity that I found. And in terms of when I ordered, the food was prepared so quickly that I didn't even sat on my place actually. So that difference between Burger King and Texas Chicken was on another level. It was too quick even than I expected. And the opposite side, however, the worst part is the cleanliness, because in Texas Chicken, straight away I noticed those trays that are left from previous customers. One table, as in you see in the first picture, was there was traces of ice cream. Also later, I noticed that their sink is dirty. So I don't know whether some some of their employees noticed that I took pictures, because I took pictures, went some other location, then returned to order food. But after I finished my food there and put my tray on the bag and threw my rubbish, one of the employees that was cleaning up, he said that I'm a good person. I asked why, of course, and he said that not everyone cleans up after themselves. So then after this dialogue opened up, I asked whether do they expect usually to customers to clean after themselves. So no, actually, we expected that all these locations like Burger King or Texas Chicken, that they are designed so that we clean after ourselves, and it is kind of, but they do not expect you to do it actually. So if you are not doing it, they will clean after anyway. So that was a bit difference from our expectations and real findings. But of course, I showed him the location where the ice cream was, the dirty table with ice cream, so that he can prepare the location for next customers. And yeah, after again cleaning my hands, took a photo of the dirty sink. Uh, and overall, from our findings, we can understand that even though the outlets are a bit similar, some findings are not expected, what we expected.
Assalamualaikum and very good everyone. My name is Muhammad Aidil Adha bin Abdul. My student ID is 220067774 and I'm also from Group H. And now I'll be talking about the customer behavior insight that we have found from our studies. So there are four main points here. The first one is the avoidance behavior. So the customer tend to move away from dirty tables, so delaying the seating choices or feeling discouraged before even evaluating the food options available in the restaurant. Second one is the expectation gap. So the customer expect the staff to maintain the cleanliness, especially when paying a premium service tax, so which will lower the willingness to clear up after themselves when finding messy tables. Number three is the low motivation. So the weak signs or the unclear cues for tray return result in low motivation among the customer to dispose their rubbish or return their trays. So this will further contributing to the cleanliness issue. And last but not least is the increased frustration. So the slow service leads to heightened frustration, making customers particularly sensitive to messy tables, which can give an impression of poor management and deter return visits. So that is all from me. Thank you very much.
Let's look at how these real-world observations connect directly to our cost concepts. First, we apply business service-scape model. The physical environment heavily dictates consumer action. In our observation, unclean tables acted as a negative physical stimulus. Before customers even evaluated the food, this environment triggered immediate avoidance behavior, causing discomfort, seating delays, or driving people away from dining in altogether. Second, we see expectancy disconfirmation theory at play. Customer satisfaction relies on the gap between expectation and reality. Because customers pay for their meals and service tax, they hold a high baseline expectation for a clean environment. Finding messy tables create a negative disconfirmation, which drastically lowers overall brand satisfaction, despite Burger King's fast food delivery speed.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Amirul. I'll be presenting about key recommendation. So we recommend that first of all improving self cleaning, clearing visibility that by placing clear trays, waiting fine at tables and near label it, so that it can be easier for the customer to manage their return, for them to return the tray. It will help them keeping the dining area clean. Second one, we suggest that provide cleanliness support, so that like for example like wet tissue, wet wipes or sanitizing spray, so that we can help them clean their hands and table after eating. This also encourage to them for to have a better hygiene to create more comfortable environment. Last one, I recommend to have a quick table routine during peak hours. For example, staff can quickly inspect and clean area table when needed, ensuring the dining area remain tidy, improving overall customer satisfaction. That's all for me.